The way I've carved it out, it looks very unique and very beautiful. I kind of like the way it all runs together. It's pretty awesome looking. It's natural, but it's still coordinated natural. Type of natural I like. Know what? You sound really tired. Yeah, me too. Someone put me on night shift, and that's what I'm on now, so. No, you're good. I'm losing my apartment on the first of the month because of some stuff that shouldn't have happened that happened with lease signing, and someone wants their name taken off the lease, so the people are gonna hustle and try to get us out of here so they can get all the deposits again, all the money again, and all this and that. And I don't even know if they're gonna let us back in, to be honest. They might just keep us out just because, like someone else could move in, and I don't know. It's just how people are, man. There's no real reason to rhyme to what people do sometimes. They just do it, you know? I don't really know. I'm just winging it as usual, going with the flow, the current of time and space, and what God wills me to do. It was someone I kind of spilled my heart to and told him stuff I was struggling with in life and who I really was, and you know, I don't think he understood, but whatever. And he had his own addictions and stuff, and he tried to attack me, and he talked a lot of crap, like a lot of crap for a long time. And I wrestled him to the ground one day because he tried to attack me, and then in the end of it all, I was a bad guy. I was the one that was the hypocrite, the liar, the deceiver. I was the bad one for trying to protect myself. I was the bad one. Anyways, long story short, he demanded his name be taken off the lease, and because of that, he's the main leaseholder, so it's kind of screwing us. We're gonna have to get out for like 2 days. That's what they said, but by God's grace, it will only take 2 days for us to get back in. But you know, you know how that goes. We'll see. Right now, just a few living with us. They're gonna all try to come together and pay rent. No, we are, but the people are hustlers, so it's not like a multi-lease where you get like, there's this person's name, there's that person's name, and we're all on the lease. It's more like it's a one-person thing, so that way if something does happen, it's easier just to kick everybody out. There's not a bunch of people on a lease. I mean, it's kind of a smart idea if you want to constantly farm money like that. That way if they do a lease transfer, then what they do is they kick everybody out, and then they redo all the deposits and everything. Amen. You okay?
I'm sorry if I started talking about, well, my friend while your mom sounds a lot more worse than I am. Sorry.
No, it's cool. You didn't do nothing wrong.
I feel bad, man.
Trust me, I had my own crap like that I had to go through for a long time. It wasn't just like that, but it was similar to where I'd just be chilling, and then these voices would start saying all kind of horrific like things and stuff like that, and like I don't even know how to explain it. You tell anybody you hear voices and they think you're crazy, but they don't understand that there really are spiritual principalities that exist within this world that try to hinder people and try to bring them to the point of corruption. Uh, it's so hard to explain.
Well, I just didn't want to
One,
hear any
two,
bad things. So sorry I made you
one,
cry for
two.
some reason. I feel kind of bad now. I'm sorry that seemed a little bit self-centered.
You weren't self-centered. I'm kind of self-centered, but I feel like I kind of deserve it sometimes because of all the stuff that happened. That might be self-centered of me. I don't know.
No, I mean, like, I don't want to be, like, I don't know, like, I just, there's someone, like, I had something similar to someone including you in one, but, I mean, obviously not to that extent.
Mhm.
I have an uncle. I have an uncle that does that type of thing. Um, and and I walk with him sometimes and just like tell him my secrets sometimes. And I actually ran into this particular individual, and they're trying to lie to CPS, saying that I don't know. I'm about to say anything, but everything. Anyways, I went to my dad to go clean my dad with deep throat that won't leave me. Literally, I didn't hurt anybody. I just literally stopped him. And after touching it, like that's when mom get up, and I didn't do nothing. I just didn't hurt him type shit. I was really stressed out, and also that drone that was following me, like it isn't. There's more calm than that, but this person that was speaking to me, they they called the cops. In reality, whenever I feel like you call the cops on someone, I feel like that could be a very big misunderstanding, and it didn't kill people either.
Oh, definitely. People get really angry about stuff like that. But sometimes you have to call the cops on people when they acting like they're trying to hurt people. They're trying to break in their house. They're trying to beat their faces in. What are you gonna do? I mean, the alternative is you just shoot the shit out of them and they'll die. But like, would you rather go to jail or would you rather me just get my gun, feel threatened, and shoot the shit out of you? I mean, like, which one?
Well, personally, I would want to be stressed. That's my thing. Not
Oh, whatever. People are idiots. Of course you have Tourette's.
well, there's nothing to it. Is it serious or something? You know what I mean? Like, I'm 17, and I don't know what's supposed to be what you gotta understand. My children too. Same thing right now. Her family next door. Like, I'm not gonna let my mom know I'm trying to
Yeah, don't talk to anybody that hangs around gang members. Usually, gang members only think about one thing, and that's beating the shit out of everybody, killing them, and robbing them. I'm sorry to say that. There's good gang members that don't, but most of them do. It's just like what they think about, hurting people. Why? I don't know. I guess it's just the way that life is. It's like, it's survival, kill or be killed, beat the shit out of everybody, take what they got. I don't know why they do it, but it's sad. And it doesn't matter about color, it's just mentality. It's just how they think. Like,
I never told you that
I mean, who does? Would you want to be around someone that kicks the crap out of you constantly, talks crap to you, spits in your face? I mean, rapes you, all kind, who knows what, all kinds of bad things. No, who would? Who would just be like, oh yes, I love being around this. I love being beaten in the face every single day I wake up to, every night I go to sleep. I love it. Well, okay, that's like more S&M. I don't really think that they're into that. They're just, maybe it's all they've ever known. Like women, I've seen some women get the shit beat out of them by some dudes. Like, I think it's bad. I think it's wrong. You know, and like in my powerless state, I could do nothing. I could do nothing. I just sit there and watch and go, this is fucked up. And I was so angry inside, I wanted to take that person and I wanted to hurt them so bad. Like, and I was thinking bad, 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 bad thoughts. Like, how can you not? Whenever someone's getting beat down like that, that's so innocent and so beautiful and so amazing, and they're just bashing their fucking face in and beating the shit out of them. Like, what do you do in that situation? What do you want to do in that situation? I mean, how could you not want to hurt that person? How could you not want to hurt them? I'm glad I didn't have a gun every time I got mad at somebody. I'm glad I didn't have that power.
Yeah. I guess we have power. Power finance. Because what happened to that person who targeted you? Like, do they still get beat up now?
No, it was a vicarious experience.
I know of
There's a monster inside me. There's a monster inside me, but this monster is like, it's like a monster that just wants to, like the Punisher, just like all the injustice in the world. It wants to be unleashed on it all, and like, if I had the power to pour the wrath of God upon certain individuals, I'm saying though. I mean, it's not really to like kill them or anything. It's more like to reach down into their very core and life essence and soul and just smack the living shit out of them. Like, poof! To the point to where like, what the fuck just happened? And it'd be like, listen the fuck up. You need to fucking change now. Like, hit them so fucking hard that they don't know, they crap themselves. They're just like, ugh. And then they wake up and realize, oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. People piss me off. People piss God off. It's just a thing. You don't cuss like I do, but they piss God off. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of times God's been up there going, you know what? I want to slap the heck out of that person. He don't cuss, but I'm sure he's like, boy, you made me angry. I want to pick you up and slap the soul out of you.
Heavenly Father, Jesus. Heavenly Father, y'all deliver the Papa, 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 Papa,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna bid and then I'll wind down after
That's okay. Understandable.
uh, enjoy.
I got almost excited as I did when I was talking about Trump earlier. uh,
Trump, you mean
yeah, no, he's just an immature person running the country, and he thinks he can just go around firing whoever he wants to, and
he says that he wants to boost up cybersecurity, but I think he's gonna make it worse, and I just wanted to laugh.
well, the thing is, he directly can't do it. He doesn't have the intelligence or the intellectual capacity of actually creating any form of cybersecurity, but he can push for it because he has the power. That's where everything matters at. Now, if he's really going to try to push for it, that's going to be amazing.
I'm very informed myself, but I'm not saying I'm super smart, but I'm pretty sure I have the ability to influence most people.
Sounds like you're saying you're super smart to me. No, I'm kidding. I love you. That's
Oh,
something Alex would say.
oh,
Alex is a smart ass. I love him though.
oh no, it's fine. I wasn't trying to be. I'm just saying I could probably make you some coherent, 5 minute, speeches out of them, but nothing too, nothing malicious. But I'm talking about other things to help people.
Mhm.
I probably could make some way better decisions for what's going on than that.
Well, you can't really do anything about who's in charge of the country.
I know, but I'm pretty sure if one of us was to get one of us to make better decisions, we would get turned too.
I'd definitely be pushing towards a house that can actually help save humanity from the upcoming crisis that's going to pretty much obliterate the entire human race again for like the 100 billion trillion quadrillion time. This planet has literally just every time population grows too high, it's just a natural event that occurs to balance it back out. It's the kind of the way to describe it. It's coming back around.
Probably. Well, I don't turn on TV now. No, no, no. Evan, I'll come around so you can show us everything in the
Don't
chat.
get scared. It's okay. It'll be okay.
Evan, anything
I
good?
mean, I get it, but it'll be okay. It's kind of just think of it as they would say, nature's way of balancing herself out. When the world becomes overpopulated, there's too much. That's what happens.
But the whole world is one country, right?
What, 7.5 billion people and counting?
Yeah, you just said they were islands, so
That'd be a big old island, huh?
yeah, it'll be pretty crowded, but at least there's people and stuff.
Yeah, what's new? I'm gonna die alone, so what? Shut up.
Why are you gonna die alone?
I don't know, voices are trying to tell me I'm gonna die alone and sad. I don't really care.
It's okay.
You know, they always got some kind of thing to negatively weigh in. Whatever it is.
I don't know if there is actually anything that affects people.
No.
I believe that.
Oh, that's great for you. We all have our beliefs.
Yeah.
It's not weird, it's just illogical. Now, if they had a reason to, let's say Hitler was ruling still and he was trying to dominate the world, and they needed some way to actually drive the guy insane to actually commit suicide and kill himself, then maybe. But just because I'm just a guy that's like playing a video game that nobody cares about or even knows exists on Earth, nope,
It's kind of a blessing and a curse.
it can be. It's a blessing and a curse. Like a lot of things I possess. It's a jungle out there. You ever seen Monk?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh man, Monk's an awesome show.
Isn't that guy that has like everything
Yeah, he gets like OCD and like he has to straighten like all the pictures up and I love that guy, man. I love that show. I used to watch that show like all the time. And they were like, "Oh, we're gonna like stop making it now," and I was like, "No."
They stopped making it.
Yeah, they don't make it no more. Made me sad.
Well, are you in that very sensitive area?
Yeah, I'm one of them. I just became a lot more numb over the years because of all the crap that happened. But it could be worse, you know. I can be strapped to a chair with a serial killer eating my skin off my body while I'm still alive in front of me.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
Well, I just think about really worse scenarios. I mean, there's a lot of them. Anyway, it could be worse. It's just people fucked with my heart and my kindness and compassion and love and sincerity. And they tried to drain it and stomp on it and pee on it and poop on it and throw up on it until like there was just nothing left but a bunch of corrupted, nasty, horrible stuff. But instead, it's just shards and pieces of a beautiful, beautiful globe that was just shattered and it's still beautiful. It's just in pieces now, and hopefully one day it'll like be put back together by a special being that comes into my life and tries to mend me and not actually give up on me while they're doing it and just stick around.
Yeah, that's so true. I used to live tinfoil hat.
I know you. I was thinking about that earlier. I mean, I knew that. It's okay. Nothing. I understand you're trying to block out microwaves and all that stuff, but if there's like that only works on really primitive stuff.
I don't want anything to happen to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the government can actually hack aluminum foil. I mean, we're pretty primitive, even the best technologies on Earth, but they are about 150 years ahead of us. The most elite of people on Earth probably have maybe 200 years, maybe, on us. And in a technology world that's like crazy. But the thing is that all that technology is buku compared to what actually exists in the multiverse. Like the top tier technology in all time, space, and creation makes that crap that they got look like, I mean, like child's play, like an infant's. um, like an infant's little toy chest.
I was just trying to say like I don't want them to have to have me clone them.
Yeah, well, if they wanted to have it, they could. Every time you go poop and wipe yourself, every time you flush something, every time you blow your nose, every time you do anything, cough on something. I mean, literally, if they really wanted it, your genetic DNA literally trails everywhere you trail. It's just there. Not much you can do about it.
I just don't want them to. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my genetic data because I don't want them cloning me.
The thing is why would they want to clone you? No offense to you, as an individual, you're a good person, but I don't see them having a need to clone you. You know what I mean? There's just no reason.
Yeah, they want to restrict pictures of like aliens or they want to put there's parts of the internet that they believe in the Illuminati.
Uh, mm, yeah, again, the Illuminati just means the enlightened ones. So every time you say Illuminati, you're just giving a title to someone that could be good or bad that's highly enlightened. If you're talking about the highly enlightened beings that are bad, well, the good ones kind of battle against the bad ones, and the good ones usually, like, always, always, always win.
No, I was talking about the so-called good methods on the internet. I'm pretty sure that it's out there.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of hidden stuff in the internet. Like, I mean, it's just a place that's man's mind, and you can hide anything, anywhere, pretty much ever. So, I mean, hiding things is kind of a thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, like,
What do you mean hide things?
the good ones also hide things. All you see is what the bad ones hide, but you gotta understand the good ones hide a lot too. Like a lot better than the bad ones do, actually. And so the bad ones, while they're hiding stuff, the good ones are hiding stuff too, and they're just like way better at it. And they're way better at.
I was just saying like trying to brag way. I was just saying a little bit that getting me that I don't want I just don't want them wanting to you know get my genetic data and they're gonna like want to get clone me and they're gonna want to like get like validated and stuff.
I think it was 17 out.
Huh?
Well, I mean, that's just your own imagination and version of what they do with that cologne. They could use colognes for breeding. They can use colognes for experimentation or torture or torment or for good things, higher ascendance. There's a bazillion reasons and things that, and it's just like another being alive that can do anything. It just depends on who has that being and what they're doing with them. One, two, three,
I know.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I don't want to be part of that. I just don't want to be cloned by aliens.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I just
8,
feel
9,
weird.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You okay over there? Good.
No, but I know about all those these things that, not that I know everything, but I know of it.
That's good. Well, nobody knows everything, even as much as I know. It's just a bottle of water in an entire ocean. I mean, we're talking about like universe-sized ocean, and I'm talking about just a regular Earth-sized bottle of water here. Okay, good God, yeah. So anyway, so at 14, it goes all the way back, and then it goes back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Goes 13 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I might have to make it less than 13 because I gotta size it down to this.
And I just don't want them to, I don't know. I just have a feeling that they just want to hurt
Well, a lot of beings just do. No, actually, some beings just do. And unfortunately, for the people that have to endure that, God will punish those beings. That is a promise.
but I have a feeling that they want to. They want to hurt people
Well, you see the dangers of the world, but I see the dangers of the world, but I also see the counteraction, the counteractivation, what am I trying to say? The countermeasurements against those beings that like to hurt and torment and kill and murder and rape. I mean, hurt, torment, murder. There we go. We're good now on this. Now, anyway, there's a lot of beings that are seen and known and unknown and not seen that fight against the forces of darkness, evil, maliciousness, and such. And while yes, there are innocent beings that experience being hurt, murdered, raped, and all these things by these beings, there are also countermeasurements constantly happening. And those countermeasurements are the things that bring forth help and healing and safety and prosperity and goodness and caring and cresting and healing and protection and provision. Um, and they are constantly around us. And even though we don't hear them and see them a lot because they are very quiet, they speak through action rather than words. While you see demons always speaking through words and sounds and growls and screams and tormenting people, that angels are even more ascended to the point of not even speaking through words anymore, really. They just speak through straight action. Like, it's hard to explain, but that's why they seem so quiet. That's a conclusion I've came to, is that they speak greater in action than they do in words. So I believe in them. Hey, I hold them accountable. They want to hold me accountable, right? We hold each other accountable. I try to be a good being and try to do what God asked me to do, and I try to hold myself accountable on that. So I also hold God and the holy beings accountable in their provisions and protecting and loving and kindness and compassion and help. Because if we can't trust them, then who can we trust? Because man sure isn't trustworthy. And any other being I can think of in creation, no offense. But nature is nature, and people are imperfect. Beings are imperfect. Angels even, but at the same time they still intend good and they have power and authority on levels that are very high. So, I've been looking at this TV for like 1,000 hours. My eyes are like, oh my god, stop it. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, there's a lot of protesting going on, but you have to admit Trump isn't making it easy for people to try to like him.
No,
He's
but
he's he's apparently messing things up. I don't really know what's happening, but
no, but the protesting, I don't think it's gonna be easy, to be honest with you.
well, it's up to if they start too much chaos about it, they could vote him right out of office and Hillary will come right on in. And it might have been a plan since the
Yeah,
beginning.
I already know what she's gonna do, to be honest. I already know what she's gonna do. She was planning the thing I did a long time ago with my friends. They were gonna make new laws to say that felons can only share 5 accounts at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nothing wrong with that unless you understand another person.
Oh,
And are they the ones saying that they'll sign it? Maybe that doesn't sound like it. So
Caesar's law can sometimes be a bit annoying compared to
that's what I'm saying.
God's law.
I don't hate her. I don't hate her or anybody individually. I just find it a bit kind of, I guess, not harmless crime or anything, or a harmless
Act.
decision because there's people out there that just gonna be nice to people, and then they're actually gonna tie into something that they're actually not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because like let's just say I wanted to get someone PlayStation. Let's just say oh you can't get PlayStation. Like what's the dub there? What's the point of me getting a PlayStation then if I can freaking get my own market weight in something that I don't know. Let's say it's just a person that wanted to play games with me. I want to play games with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like come on now. Like it's not like they're robbing the bank or doing anything. It's called capitalism. Don't you think?
Well, it's all about marketing. I get that they put a lot of investment into that game or into that PlayStation or account, and because they actually put a lot of time and money and creation into that, they do deserve to get that money back, right?
No, but Hillary Clinton is only kind of rich and
Not oh god.
capitalism. Have all the little people that are into creating criminals that want to build the communist
Ouch.
government. I mean, come on now, you know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. I guess I'm more nicer, you know.
I get that. Wow, there's a beautiful sunset in this pixelated world.
No, but I was just thinking, yeah. Let me ask you this. I've been on PlayStation all day and tomorrow I'm gonna go play it. Why?
And do what? Well, you say you like to read the Bible, I think, so that's a good thing.
What else?
PlayStation's my life. Otherwise, I just walk around and get depressed because I see couples holding hands and people driving cars and all this stuff that I just can't really do because I just don't function on that level of society. And I look into all the windows of all the things I can't buy and all the food that looks good and I'm hungry and I can't afford and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be outside no more. I think I'm gonna go inside and play PlayStation. And then here I am, right back here again.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, because people take your money.
No, I won't let anybody take my money. People used to take advantage of me all the time. They knew I wouldn't say no. I couldn't say no. It wasn't in me. I was so nice, and I was like in this like Christian, loving heart, kind, compassionate attitude. It was just like, okay, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, sure, and I'm still kind of like that, but I have a bigger filter. I don't just say yes to everybody like I used to. I grew up very gullible. I was always gullible. Even after I got saved, I was still really, really gullible. And I'd let people talk me into doing stupid stuff. I'd let people talk me into doing stupid stuff. Take advantage of me.
Yeah.
I started getting a voice though. Nowadays I'm a little more independent. Oh, a lot more independent.
Okay.
People would actually call me pompous, but
Wait,
the world kind of turned me into that.
pompous. How do you spell that?
Yeah, pompous is like a bit snooty, kind of almost, real picky, nitpicky, kind of demanding,
Oh, pompous.
which is everything. I'm very picky about what I like, what I don't like, what I eat, what I don't eat, who I say yes to, who I say no to, who I like, who I don't like, why I don't like them. I'm just really picky. I can't help it. I mean, this world's really like if you don't make the right choices, then everything's a choice. Everything's an observation. That is life.
I guess I could follow while you're asking me about pompous and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 3 hour lessons and like that type of actual living lifestyle with my voice a bit. Not that I am, but that's not reality.
Oh, I'm having deja vu.
What do you mean?
I've been having deja vu for the last few hours.
Oh, what?
It's stuff I remember from stuff that's already happened, that's happening now.
Like what?
Our conversations, me building this gigantic structure, all of it.
What do you mean by deja vu? Like explain that.
Deja vu is an occurrence of an event that's happening that you feel or remember that's nostalgic. Like it's literally happened already. Like it's something that you're doing that you've already done.
Oh, like I repeated myself?
No. Like me building everything on Minecraft, all the conversations we had, everything, every action, every detail of everything that's been done in the last
Oh no,
five
I get what
hours.
you mean. No,
No,
I understand why you're selective on what you're saying because like in college, they have a lot of stupid stuff like they're telling us to say certain things, but on all of that, they tell me that I kind of like thinking outside the box.
well, that's good. I mean, it's always good to think in the box because there's always a cracker jacked little, sticker, but I mean, it always has to come out the box in order to get into your hand. So you got to do both.
I guess I like being more outside the box since I like to think different.
Indeed.
Not in a way to be impish, just more in a way to be more of reality. And then if I teach it how to focus, she's like, that's not or it's not reality. She's like, there's more to life than just a stupid little worksheet. She got mad at me.
Okay.
I gotta go prep because I already know what college is gonna be. And if I do work for it tonight, it's gonna be any of that stuff. I don't want to be doing anything in email or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna end this.
Yep. Well, the thing is, our society is going to be gone within the next 1,000 years. There's going to be a whole new society with a whole new way of thinking and a whole new slew of problems. Like, I'm just enjoying the time I got here. You know?
I'm sorry, that was
No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, don't worry about what tomorrow brings without first enjoying what today has brung.
I be hearing that a lot lately. You always been saying these people sometimes saying that to me. I'm not saying I'm super smart or anything.
You're
I'm
not.
just trying to tell you that, but
You're not saying that. I mean,
on a I think y'all always feel like you're deeper than me or something. So, Saturday I went to look outside, right?
what happened?
I was looking for my 16 dog, and I got really scared. I thought he ran away. So I started look. I was on my bicycle, and there's a car that was going to an alley, and I was on a bicycle, and a car was turning, and I fell off my bike. I rather fall off my bike than you know lose my life. So the person just made a counter, and I saw the car, and I said, "Hey Sheila, please protect me." And then I fall off my bike, and then what do you mean? I'm alive.
Thank God that you're alive. The same thing happened to my friend. He got thrown off his bike when he was going to work, and God protected him.
It's very beautiful that your family are you okay. It's very
Indeed.
beautiful. Yeah. The weather's really chilly. The reason I got my older self was my younger self was sleeping because I used to do things without thinking sometimes.
I think we all do that.
Yeah. I get some things without thinking. Like my little friend, I shouldn't have said her this, but I told her to go die.
Well, that's kind of mean.
It's very upsetting, I shouldn't have said that, because I had a friend that was telling me to go die. He said, why would you tell me to go die so you can live your life? I always thought that was real petty. And yeah, I did make my friend die. Because not just, I don't fall apart, I fall off addiction. What are you talking about? Yeah. I did tell her that, and I told her, I told her some worded things I said, and I was really mad. She was being really mean to me, and I shouldn't have said it. Yeah.
Well, we all make mistakes, and then we live and learn and get over it. If she truly loved you, she'll forgive you, but at the same time, you should always go back and apologize as soon as possible,
I
because
already apologized. I did.
that's good.
But she was telling my friend that she would never trust me something like that. Isn't it? Always.
Well, she probably wouldn't. I said she probably wouldn't tell you something like that. It's just sometimes we make mistakes, say things that we don't mean, and it just happens. It's like part of existing. Excuse me. It's how I burp. It's kind of weird, but I like it. It's better than just going like.
I had someone tell me to go kill myself. It was my best friend. I was like, okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it doesn't bother me. I just thought it was kind of, I thought it was just being stupid to just. I said, hey, how are you doing? And just kill yourself. Yeah.
Well, I hope you don't kill yourself. There's still plenty to experience in this world before everything crumbles and falls away. I'm pretty certain anyway. So until that point, let us experience what there is to experience.
Killing myself, I guess. I guess. Alright, cool. And then, all my friends that left me, the only one supposedly all my other friends said that it would be the girl that it's a bit weird, but no, it's not even brought it up, but they were just saying that I told them about the stuff that was online that the cops didn't care. That if I would tell her, she might care, you know. But I didn't really tell her because I called her a year ago to try to tell her what's going on here, try to push things out a bit because every time we see things just come out of nowhere and end up you get away with it, you know.
Yeah, well, God protects you, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's true. I was just saying that they could get away with it anytime they want to. And I know this guy who could probably get away with it. And he he was a troll, but I think he had some other factors, you know. I think he was just trolling me. He might have really been trolling me. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, at least you trust me. He's not like, yeah. It's like, I don't trust you.
Oh, what did he say?
Nah, it's cool.
Okay, he just yeah, I guess it was meant for me to have that experience. Maybe I could be better. I could have better. I can, you know, speak better to people.
Right?
But I'm just kind of a bit. I'm not confused. Just I'm not gonna confuse how confused. I'm just glad that Yahweh showed me clear understanding. Yeah, all my life. I'd rather have Yahweh show me clear understanding than anyone. Brother, how you doing?
Dude, there's a cross in the water. What? This is shaped like a cross, bro. That's awesome. Wow. That's like little floating piece of land here is shaped like a cross.
My friend, when I was like having issues with
See?
my other friend, he like tried to talk to me about going to the gym.
That's understandable. That is kind of weird. But, you know, people have their own things, I guess.
Hey man, my friend, there was one time though, I guess it's kind of weird. I accidentally plugged an asshole into the camera.
No, you did not. That's racist. You did not say that.
Is that racist?
That is racist. You don't not ask for a freaking Asian person that. Good God.
I'm sorry.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not Asian, so
Just write that down on like a list of things never to do. That's one of them. Like ever.
oh, I'm pretty sure there's something I recommend that you should go on video about.
Yeah, it's just probably like, boy, you lucky I'll beat you up. Because you know all Asians know karate. And then I go and say some racist stuff like that. Oh no. Oh, stupid. It's just the ideals that people have. Like all like Asian people know karate. You know?
Oh, well, I guess that's just because I was adopted and adopted with genetic Asia. I don't know what you. Because I had some other people that were mixed between my Asia. I was in a party with them. She started crying.
Oh, you made her cry. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah,
You did. You asked her if she could see when she squinted. All right, you probably didn't. I don't know.
I didn't. Well, I asked her one time, but one of her other friends said they were looking more, like,
Did they? Did they make her cry?
yeah, it was crazy.
It's understandable. I'm a sensitive guy. I cry all the time. Probably gonna cry tonight when I go to bed. I'm all alone, and my laptop's the only warmth I have to keep me warm at night in my bed because it overheats.
Another thing I think is funny about, I guess, English movies is but because I would like yeah. I remember one time I sent a screen to one of my other friends. Well, a friend I know in real life, watching the episode. He was telling me how racist some of it is.
Yeah, it can be to some
Huh?
people. It can be to some people. Depends on how they take stuff.
Well, I told him because they both look alike. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they look alike, but like his baby daughter looks Asian, a little bit, like not like Asian.
What does CC mean?
So I said CC when you see the smoke.
Oh no, yeah, I heard that part. But someone came and said CC to me.
I'm trying to be mean. I was just curious because I don't have Asian eyes. I was just curious.
Because I don't have Asian eyes. Oh my god, you sound like Donald Trump.
I don't mean it.
Uh,
I was just curious. I have an Asian friend. I was just trying to be inappropriate. I was just curious.
I know, because you don't have Asian eyes. Freaking racist. So, yeah, I'm joking.
I don't have any. I was just curious. That's it. I wasn't being
Did you tell her that? I was just curious. I don't have Asian eyes. Oh, God. No, you didn't.
I'm joking.
Oh, no.
I was like Asian eyes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I feel like we're both jerks.
Oh, we're all jerks sometimes. We don't really mean to be, it just happens. It's how we deal with it afterwards that kind of matters, you know? Try to make them feel better. Try to let them know you weren't trying to be a complete jerk. It just kind of happened.
Well, I wasn't trying to be a complete jerk. I was more curious. I have Asian friends, and I was trying to tell them that I'm not gonna
What?
Oh, so they're basically saying no?
Oh no, you didn't go there. Oh God.
Yeah, I did.
No, oh no. I hope not. Boy.
I was acting like a dog.
She's like, yeah, come here, you a dog. I'm about to eat you. Well, I don't know. You were acting like a dog. No, I'm joking with you, man.
That's what you say? Why can't you get down low? Why can't you get down low?
She said you were being a pest.
Yeah, I am a pest. I'm not funny.
Yeah, we've all been there. I don't know if I'm supposed to make this into a wall. I guess so. Why not?
They're gonna try and make it sound like I'm being sarcastic.
No, I understand what you mean.
I'm curious. I was
You're
just
curious
curious.
about her Asian eyes. I get it. Oh man, I'm just being a jerk. I'm messing with you. I'm not trying to be mean. Uh-uh. Oh God. I don't know. I mean, they're like the most deadliest people we ever faced in any war in our history. So for someone with pretty bad eyesight, they kicked our ass. Well, I mean, they were the Vietnamese, the Chinese, they're all kind of relatives. I know it's sad to say that. It's not really racist. It's like saying people that live in Texas and live in frickin' Kansas, even though they talk different, they're of the same people pretty much, and it's kind of the same thing with them, you know, like they're kind of the same people even though they live in different areas. And so genetically speaking, they're kind of the same. So like they all got the same type of eyesight and stuff like that. And I
I think you need to like look into
you're like, so what's it like to have Asian eyes? Like what? Did he really just ask that? Boy, you lucky I'll kick your ass. Oh, whoops, I went too far. Mm-hmm. Like what now? If just like a random person stuck into my room? Well, if they were hot enough and I didn't feel any heavy bad energy coming from them and like, you know. Oh, she said she would let you stay? Well, yeah, that's just a friend tag though. It's like it's not supposed to actually happen. I mean, if you actually showed up in a room, she'd probably like do kung fu on you. Yeah, that is creepy. That's definitely creeper status.
What the hell? I've never seen any of that stuff.
Definitely creeper status.
Where do they live?
Well, that's good that y'all had that relationship, but the past tense is had, right? Because she kind of broke things off, right? Well, things are good while they last, and then they don't. It's a part of harsh reality. Hmm? Yeah, well, maybe she'll believe one day, right along with you.
What? What is
You're not weird, you're cool. My throat's all like, stop talking. I can't take anymore. Nah, you're cool. Like I don't care if you talk. I'm just saying like my throat's messing up. So I need some light so I can see. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, like game share. No, oh, that's not good. Yeah.
How do you think you would use it though?
Well, yeah. I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, really?
What if one of your friends did that to you, like on Rumble?
I'd be pissed. I would not be happy. But at least they didn't mess up anything, like spend my money on my credit cards or something, if I had any, anyway.
Does that make it smart?
Hmm?
Like I said, does that type of trolling seem smart? I know it's evil, but smart trolling? Smart.
It can be smart, but just 'cause it's smart don't mean it's right.
Smart enough. Um, well, on my channel, I always watch some stuff on YouTube. I put some psychology by YouTube.
Oh, wow.
You wanna see how mean that is?
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel like I would be aggravated.
You would be aggravated?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. I agree. Um, oh yeah, that's pretty messed up. Like Seppi Shula, Seppi Shula, Seppi Shula, Seppi Shula, Seppi Shula, Seppi Shula. You know how many people do that, right? On Xbox.
Mm-mm.
That's a pretty common thing. I'm not saying I support it. I'm just saying, uh, the chances of people getting caught. I don't think that's too low.
No, they're out there worried about people that are trafficking super amounts of drugs and like kidnapping children and selling them on sex slaves in third world countries and you know.
FBI, they do that sometimes. The FBI too.
Well, it's not all of the FBI. It's only bad members of the FBI that does that. There's good members too. You have to understand. It's an organization full of people and there's good and bad people everywhere. So there's some good government people and there's some bad government people. And there's good FBI agents and there's bad FBI agents. And there's good CIA agents and there's bad CIA agents. You can't just like hate them all. You just have to understand that there's good and bad ones.
Except the youth.
Well, the bad ones, of course. I mean, even the good ones hate the ones that not hate them, but hate what the bad ones do. And they will be punished for what they do. They will be caught eventually, and it will come to light. And they'll make a movie about it, like they always do, because it's like they gotta do it. Let's make a movie about it. Well, okay, whatever. He was in the mafia?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now he's like the atheist guy.
Oh,
He like
that's what happens. You live, you make your hustle, and you die. That's what they call vanity.
yeah. I was just for example, my friend just up to me. He was laughing.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he was laughing at me last night. How he get really logged out of my account and he can turn off my Xbox too. What do you think about that type of trolling?
I would be irritated. I'm not particularly fond of people taking over my electronics and messing with them, especially if I'm trying to watch a movie or something. I'd be like, really? You don't got nothing better to do in your time and intelligence and existence except come over here and troll me. Come on.
I find it a bit harmless though.
Right? It can be. I mean, there's so much worse you could do with that ability, but
Yeah. And also you need to switch my bio on my Xbox.
you're what?
My bio.
Oh, so instead of it being like US, it would go over like Europe or something.
No, it used to come up like saying that I'm homosexual.
Oh, your bio. Your bio. I thought you meant your bios, like your never mind.
He said I'm a USA president. He would always say USA news telling you here's my contact number. He uploaded to his Xbox on Facebook
Oh my
to his
god.
Facebook picture.
That's weird. I'd be done at that point.
Yeah, he kept adding Dogecoin pictures. But I'm not saying I support it, but he kept adding Dogecoin pictures and yeah.
Man, but that's mean though. That's like a lot of people could really get mad at you for that or even hate you, like defriend you. It could be like families that have kids that get on and see a message and they go up to it and it's like,
Yeah, I kept telling him don't do it because then he forget it or whatever. I forgive him.
well, that's good that you forgave him. But still, you gotta think about what you're doing. I mean, if he's intelligent enough to hack and do all this other stuff, he should at least be intelligent enough to realize, hey, maybe there's a child on the other end of there. Maybe this is gonna cause somebody to get really offended and upset and unfriend him. Like, I know it was just goofy in his mind, but he should also understand the repercussions of really just trying.
Just like when people have
Yeah, I don't like that either. People can easily track you, like, they don't even need to be hackers to do that, you know? Just posting your identity up everywhere and who you are. Identity thieves are constantly flipping through pages and pages of Facebook, writing down all the information they can get about somebody. Like, that's like the biggest thing, and they don't have to do anything. All they gotta do is just look. Oh, Susan Turner, right here. Susan Turner, okay. Oh, look, here's her home address. Oh, hell, they even provided a phone number. This is the easiest identity theft business I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's like that easy to people.
That's wild. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. That's something to uh, yeah. That little yeah. Um, I just thought it was kind of funny when after a while I thought it was kind of funny because first I was getting annoyed, but then after a while because it's my friend and we expect reaction to that.
Yeah, I got you.
Like what do you expect?
Right?
What do you huh?
I said right.
I really don't hate him. I don't hate him.
You're not supposed to hate them or anything. You just let them know, you know, hey, that was a little much. Can you hit the air brakes there? Can you hit the hacking brakes? Can you hit the binary brakes?
If he did hack me, I don't mind, honestly. I guess I do. I guess I don't consider it responsibility. I don't think it's possible. Yes, that's a bit funny to say.
Yeah, well, he was a troll. A lot of people that are trolls say a lot of things like that. Go kill yourself. They'll even be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go hang myself right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's just that's just how they talk, you know?
Yeah. That little Asian friend looks a bit weird.
Oh, God, here we go with the Asian thing. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, but I'm just telling you some old stuff to have a conversation.
Yeah, no,
Me
it's
and my
fine.
old friend. Yeah, me and my friend that the one that hacked me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he thought me that we were friends, and it was a bit weird.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why?
And I used to make a bunch of videos in school
Oh,
about
God.
hacking shit. Yeah, it was really stupid.
Eh, we're all stupid at some point in our life, right?
And yeah, he had a yeah, yeah, it kind of has a feeling that I don't know why I didn't like I didn't mess with my friend though. Actually, I messed with him too. When I would mess with him, he would get mad.
Some people don't like being messed with.
That's the same thing with my little Asian friend. Like when you would make a joke about with her, she would get mad.
Some people can't take jokes. Some people can dish jokes out all day and can't take jokes. Those are the people that annoy me. Because they will prank you all day long. I mean, they'll even hardcore. Talking about even to the point of like taking some yogurt and just smashing you in the face with it. Ha 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 ha. And then when you do it back to them, oh my god, they get pissed, like angry, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know, like they can dish it out, but they can't take it. And then there's people that just don't like to be messed with like that.
Yeah. What do you think about those people? You know, there's hackers that
Mm-hmm.
If someone was doing this to me, I guess, yeah, I would forgive them, but I'd block them out of my network. But I would just be like, oh, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was kind of funny because sometimes, yeah, it happened to me first. Like I thought it was funny, and like there was this one time, yeah, it was kind of funny. After a while, I'd be like, why are you wanting to mess with me? you know?
Yeah, exactly. See, it's almost like harassing you.
Yeah. No, no worries.
No, it's not about he's that smart. It's about like I think he's highly unintelligent on a lot of things that he speaks on because he's not open-minded. That's why. Like if he opened his mind more, he could be highly intelligent, sure, but he has a capability of it for sure. But at the same time, he just I don't know. He
Honey, follow you. I was thinking you were spiritual presence too, I don't want that. I want Yahweh. Heavenly, Heavenly Father, Yahweh, please, 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 bless me. Receive the Holy Spirit. Heavenly, my true Heavenly Father, Yahweh, please, receive the honor, receive the respect, receive the trust, receive the support, receive the faith, receive all the worship that you deserve.
yeah, I go through that all the time. Once I actually figured out that Lucifer was actually a title to somebody in heaven and not an actual name. I haven't really heard it lately, but I kept hearing this thing always say to me like, "Oh, like it wasn't my thoughts or like my mind, but it was always there saying like, "Oh, Lucifer, I serve you, blah blah blah," and I'm like, and I'd have to pray, and I'd be like, "No, no, I serve you, Jesus, I serve you," and like I'd be in a state of torment and like displeasure and like I'd have to fight against that. Like I had to do that multiple times a day. It was ridiculous. It irritated me. It made me angry, and I thought it was just really stupid. But then I figured out that Lucifer was just a title for someone in heaven, and that anybody, just like a job, that gets like someone gets hired and replaces somebody else that used to have that job title. It's actually a title in heaven, light bringer, someone that brings light, and that title can go to anybody. So, once he was fired, basically, and thrown out of heaven or whatever, then someone else took over that actual title, and so now Lucifer actually goes towards someone else in heaven that has the title Lightbringer, and his name or whatever isn't actually that name. So I love being educated. It's an amazing gift.
Yeah. Okay, so I should have heaven for you.
Um, Seems like you're pretty intelligent about phones and stuff, and um, you seem to pray a lot. Might have the spirit of prophecy. I'm not really sure.
My my mom and a lot of people say the same thing. I don't
That's good. That's a good thing to know about. Science helps us become more knowledgeable and easier for us to do things.
There we go. On uh, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get some kind of strategy. Some things I did in the past that might make that experience a bit easier next time.
Excuse me.
I feel kind of bad for myself.
Well, that's understandable.
In a way that never crossed my mind. Here's another one. Oh, that really works.
I get what you mean.
There was times where she would tell me, I don't think you know how to wash your hands. I'll be like, yeah, sure. And if I told my mom about me, I don't know, like we were fighting after a while we would just start talking again. It was
Yeah, it was a Katy Perry song relationship. There's a lot of
what do you mean?
those. We're hot, then we're cold. We're up and we're down. We're yes and we're no. You know, bipolar crap.
uh, um, I'm learning okay, so I'm just trying to learn from you. So sorry if I sound a little weird.
Nah, you're cool.
Uh, Here's one from relationship. Mm, yeah.
To me, this is a symbol of victory. To others, it's a symbol of torment and death. Just depends on your perspective. The cross, in which Jesus was hung upon.
Well, the reason I don't think it's the cross, I think it's I kind of lean into I don't want to call it an idol.
No, it's not an idol. Do you worship it? Do you worship the cross? Well, then it's not an idol. Do you pray to the cross? I mean, you could pray to things, but it just wouldn't make much sense.
I don't want to wear it either. But
And me. But at the same time, it's a symbol of victory because through that, he became ascended. He died and rose again. And without that, that wouldn't have happened that way. Like that, the way it did. And so, like, to me, it doesn't. If you look at this, if you look at the cross, and you know about kings, whenever the king, whenever the, No, that's cool. Whenever a king conquers a land, what he would do traditionally is he would stick his sword into the ground to signify that it was like a time of peace, like it was over. There's no need to fight no more. And that was like the old way. And so, in the same likeness, Jesus, or Yeshua, or Joshua, or whatever you will to call him, the Son of and the King of all creation, basically, if you look at this, if you look at the cross, are you okay? Okay. If you look at the cross, okay, and you turn it upside down, it becomes a sword. Whenever you take a sword and you put it in your hand, what does it look like? An upside down cross. This is an educated version of the upside down cross, not just some atheist person or some super satanic being that's like, you know, satanic being that's just trying to be ridiculous, but whatever mainstream is showing on upside down crosses, that's not it. Basically, the upside down cross is like the sword, and if you remember, Jesus wasn't referencing this to Peter in the sense of by the sword, die by the sword, like never pick your sword up and defend yourself or anything. He was actually telling Peter at that moment, if you attack these people, they're gonna take your life, and I need you to do more work here on earth, so that's not gonna happen. He was saying, if you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. In other words, if you attack this guard right now, they're gonna kill you. Okay, so that's why Jesus put the ear back on the guard and made them forget about what happened. Alright, so that's why he told him, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But at the same time, Peter felt unworthy to to die the same way that Jesus died. And basically, he made them turn the cross upside down when he was crucified on it, because he felt unworthy to die the same way Jesus did. Because he knew he had betrayed Jesus, or he felt that he had betrayed Jesus whenever they confronted him and asked him, you are one of Jesus' followers. We know who you are. And he was denying Jesus, just as Jesus predicted he would, because he said, surely I will die with you. And Jesus rebuked him and said, get behind me, Satan, meaning enemy of God. Now, I don't know why he said that to Peter, but anyway. Um, yeah, that's right. But anyway, so long story short, basically, alright guys, so this is a place that I'm making. It is very beautiful. I have no idea what it is, but I just worked with it and it worked with me, and we came up with some amazing, beautiful achievements together. I kind of want to light this up, this waterfall, and I don't really like the torches. So I was thinking about taking some lanterns and every few blocks putting some lanterns down to actually light this up at nighttime. I'm thinking it'll look pretty that way. Hoping it will anyway. So basically, um, Jesus, whenever he died on the cross, it was literally a symbolicness of his victory. It was literally the symbolicness of him defeating and conquering all evil and all wickedness and bringing the message of God and doing God's will incarnate upon earth. It was a symbol that there was no need for fighting anymore because God's word was fulfilled, and God's word is God. It was done.
Mhm.
That was it.
It's still kind of sitting in place. I put the brother in if you can put him in if you see, and then you see if you see. If you see, if you see, put him in the place.
I don't know. Does that look good?
Yeah. See, put him right there. Let's put him inside your own body.
Maybe less.
Put him right there. Just make him sleep good. Put it on and then you sleep with it. Alex, please turn this on right, please, because we're just gonna try and continue the TV. Let's make sure that's good and hopefully something good will make it good. Let's just keep everything on nice. Everything is gonna clean up in the background in the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Accept Yeshua. Amen. Accept Yeshua. Accept Yeshua. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hello?
Hello. Who is this?
Who is this?
Oh, you sounded different for a second. Your voice sounded different.
Like a deeper voice? You see how quick the brother
That's
answered?
pretty cool.
Father's a very good he's a nice guy. I did check it while I was black guy. He was nice to me though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And then I tricked some other person that knows some guy. I made up a guy that started with just another room lady. I did it as a joke. I didn't mean it, you know. Let's just see how another pick up on it to see if it gages up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of them it beat her really quick right next to it after a while, and I did it for like 10 hours.
10 hours. Good God.
No, I said 1 hour.
Oh, they said 10.
Yeah, I used to do that stuff when I was going through it. Uh, yeah, when she first met me, I kind of confused her a bit. I used to flex the mic to make it seem like there was some good reason. That's what people. I don't do that no more, but there was a time where I used to do a bunch of videos.
Ouch. That's
Yeah,
good.
I used to. Huh?
That's good that you don't do that no more. You try to change your ways, try to become more kind to people, and
More mature. Yeah. I did pull off a prank one time on a long time ago. I felt bad for it with a few guys. I was pretending that I was sending a email about some. Yeah, I was. You see how weird I was?
you weren't weird. You were just having fun, man. As long as you weren't actually hurting anybody.
I wasn't hurting them, but I was telling them, "You're my long lost son. I miss you. Can I reach you?" I was just telling them stupid stuff, but I didn't mean it. It was just me being stupid and annoying. I used to just say really ridiculous stuff that was just, yeah, it was pretty mean. I would agree.
Wow, that's pretty hot.
Uh,
This purple brick.
what do you mean it's hot, like in temperature?
No, like the color, it's hot.
How do you like purple?
I don't know, I'm just feeling it right now. Can't really explain it, it's pretty hot.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go to bed here in a bit. It's already 5 in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's gonna be like 1 tomorrow, almost 6 something.
The zombies all looking at me.
Um, what's gonna be for you?
Hmm?
Have you noticed that when people pull their pants down, like the gangster people, have you noticed that their tummies seem to be bigger?
No, I heard something about that before.
So these are for when like you wanna get raped by a man.
Yeah, but don't tell them that, because they mean something completely different to them, so you might not want to say nothing like that to them. It'd be very bad.
What do you mean?
It's
What do
what
you mean
it,
it would mean that?
well, it means that in prison, but not outside of prison.
Oh, it actually does mean that outside of prison. Yeah. I used to send my pants because when I used to work in prison, the women came up to me in prison that and they're ready to, go get raped by some crazy guy, cause like they wanted to do what's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm trying to figure out how I want to build this, because this white block still looks pretty.
I don't like touching it. I don't want to touch it. You just need to touch it. Like this table is cool, but it doesn't want to give us money to it, and we like tell you, Family Father, please forgive Allah. Stupid. Heavenly Father Yahweh, please forgive me for my sin and transgression against you, any more sin or committed in the Holy Spirit. I plead the blood of Jesus Christ on behalf of myself and the body of my soul to God. Spirit, please forgive my secret sins and lust, lust of pride, and any sorrow in life which have failed to let you with my refuge of my soul to keep my God and enjoy my praises and praise to the Lord of power. And my Jesus to God forever. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Y voy por la cosa latina, vaya con el pasito. Amen.
I pray that one day you get healed from your Tourette's and you don't have to worry about that no more.
Also, I tried telling my other friends about it, but I don't think they believe me. I tried telling my Asian friend about it, but I don't think she like oh no way, really.
Oh, I apologize about that. That happens to you.
Oh no, I understand totally. Totally understand. Um, that's just it. I don't want to do that. That person is just mm, mm,
I don't know what color I want to go with this yet on, but I can always rebuild it if I need to. I really think the white looks best. I don't know, it just goes good with the gold and the white, but I might break it all down later and rebuild it with new material. I have a habit of doing that. I wonder how long this broadcast has been on for. I think the other one was like 3 hours. Alright, good night, bud. I pray you sleep well.